The Truth Girls.
Hi everyone, it's Sonia here, and I want to talk a little bit about this whole thing with Diamond and Silk and the congressional inquiry and why it really matters to me. But first I just want to tell you, I'm wearing a dress. And I'm wearing the dress because in a couple of hours I'm going to be going on stage at the Bella 2 Club to play keyboards with Jana. Jana's doing a show there. Truther Girl Jana, remember her? Well, she's now like becoming a vocalist as well as a pianist, and she's doing a show there, and just for a couple of her songs I'm going to be doing the keyboards. So I'm wearing a dress, which is unusual for me. Yeah, I'm all dressed up. This is a Betsey Johnson dress that I got. Check it out, it's got fancy stuff, and I hope I can tolerate it. So wish me luck for my show at the Bella 2 tonight and for my dress wearing. I think I'm gonna bring some other clothes in my bag, so as soon as the show is over I'll just change again. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm going on stage tonight and I probably shouldn't be here making videos, but I want to talk to you about this business with Diamond and Silk because it matters to me very personally. So here's the thing, I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but Diamond and Silk, so there are a couple of ladies who are black and who are conservatives, and they're very pro-Trump. And they've been using YouTube and Facebook as the platform. And they're there for the congressional inquiry into Facebook, saying that they believe they have been censored. I mean, they haven't had the reach they should have, in their opinion, on Facebook. And on YouTube, of course, they have been totally demonetized. And I think at some point, like, Facebook said to them that their content was unsafe. So I'm keeping a keen eye on this. You know why? I really want to see how this turns out because I myself have been totally censored, especially on Facebook. Alright, on YouTube, I've been demonetized and it seems kind of arbitrary. I mean, it's been a bit stifling here. You know, it's hard to speak your mind. You never know. I mean, I might get censored for doing this video. It's just talking about censorship. I don't even know. Sometimes I post videos about autism and my son and I get censored, like demonetized. Other times I post stuff about politics that I think maybe they're going to censor me and then they don't. I try to make sure my stuff is always appropriate, of course. There's no hate speech. There's nothing like really horrible or controversial. Whatever. You guys know my stuff. Like, there's nothing here that should be demonetized or censored, but for some reason I know that my views get suppressed. Oh, they're going to demonetize this video for sure, just for saying that. But I've had people on YouTube tell me, you no longer come up in my subscriber feed. I've been unsubscribed. I don't get notifications. But on Facebook, believe it or not, it's been worse. Much worse for me. So I have this page on Facebook called The Truther Girls. And I like to share things there. You know, I don't have time to make videos about everything. So I share news on Facebook. I think I'm pretty good at knowing what's fake news. There's some sites that I know are not reputable, like Neon Nettle and Your Newswire. And if I come across anything that looks kind of dubious, I'll always check out the source before I share it. I try to make sure not to spread fake stories. I don't go for shock value. I can't even imagine why anyone would object to whatever I post on Facebook. And yet for some reason, for the last year and a half or more, a little bit, I've totally been censored and I have the proof. I'm going to try to keep this really simple. You see, I started my Facebook page and my likes were going up. They went up to 24,000, 25,000, 26,000, 27,000, and then froze. They have been frozen at 27,000 views since around September 2016. So I don't know why. I have a couple of theories. One was that when I went to Cuba, maybe my husband posted something that came from like a disreputable website, maybe, and they flagged my page as propagating fake news. Or it was because I was supporting Trump during the election, which, wow, that's so ironic. Like, I'm a Canadian and I'm just giving my opinion on what's going on, and you could hardly portray me as some kind of hardcore conservative or anything like that, and yet it's possible that that's why I got censored. I don't know what I did. I don't think I did anything, but I don't know what Facebook thinks I did or why they think I deserve this, but it's been a year and a half And what they're doing, I think it's like a bot that's doing this, is that every time someone likes my page, they automatically make someone else unlike it. Because yes, it's true that it would be normal that over time you would get some likes and some dislikes or unlikes. But the way in which it's happening is very, very symmetrical. It's like, you know, perfectly symmetrical, which looks totally unnatural. It's really impossible that everything, every day, whatever you post, as many people like as unlike. That just can't be. So, you know, I'd seen that it was sort of hovering at 27,000, and finally I was like, what is going on with this? It's been going on for so long, and I looked at it, and because they always tell you how many likes. They're like 35 new likes this week, 100 new likes this week, and yet it's been a year and a half and nothing has moved. So I went and looked, and it just showed in the graphs that as many likes as I'm getting as many unlikes. And I'm pretty sure that this is, like I said, some kind of a bot doing this, because at some point Facebook decided something bad about me and my page. So the reason I'm very interested to see what happens here with Diamond and Silk is that, I mean, yes, they're connected. Obviously, they have connections with Trump, and that's why they're in this inquiry, I think, and that's why they're getting so much attention. But you know what? Who cares? Because they're bringing this issue to the public awareness. And I'm hoping that Congress will decide something about whether Facebook can even do this. Because if you think about it, Facebook's a business. And the bloggers, what we're doing, it's also a business. So here's a business going to another business and using their service, and that business is discriminating against them and being like, yeah, you can use our service, but then they're doing stuff to screw you up so that you actually can't get your product out. Facebook will just censor you, suppress you, basically not serve you, without even saying why. Because I haven't violated any terms of use. Like, I haven't even had strikes on my page. Oh, maybe once or twice over the years. There was a picture that they said, well, that's too graphic for Facebook. Over the many years I've been on there, okay? But nothing recently. I didn't even post anything on my page that they took down and gave me a warning for. Like, there was absolutely nothing. So what did I do? What gives them the right to just decide that they don't like what I do? And they're not going to give me the same service as everybody else. I'm not the only one. I mean, there are a lot of people who are affected by this. And in my case, I feel like it really goes to show just how unfair and arbitrary it is, because I'm really moderate if you think about it. So what is the objection? Anyway, it just seems really like unfair. It seems like maybe it's my name. Maybe they just, because it says the Truther Girls, which a name that I chose 10 years ago when truther wasn't a dirty word and it didn't even mean what it means now. So yeah, what is the objection? So I really like to see how this turns out, because maybe, since we're moving into new arenas in law, maybe it'll be decided that Facebook doesn't have the right to promote some people and push other people down. It's not even YouTube with advertisers, where the advertisers want to advertise on certain types of videos. It's Facebook. It's just a page. We're just sharing posts. And yet they're keeping them out of the newsfeed. Why? So I'd like to see how this turns out, and I'm hoping that they'll agree on something to the effect of that Facebook doesn't have the right to just do that unless the person has violated the terms of use or something like that, where they can clearly say, well, because of this, you know, you have a certain penalty, but not that they can just be like, you know, we don't like you, we're going to make you disappear. Because then that's really suppressing free speech, and that would make Facebook the thought police, which they're not supposed to be. And not only are they censoring people's free speech, but they're deliberately, maliciously sabotaging people's businesses. Doesn't that seem like it should be illegal? So that's it. Let me know what you think, and thanks for giving me a thumbs up. Thanks for your support on Patreon. Thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.